That's a freighter. Now I'm not sure how we even get in. I guess they still use the dock. Oh no, there's no boat at the dock. Or is there? See, they got this closed off. Welcome back to 504 Road Trips. Today we're going to take a trip across the Algiers Canal Street Ferry to the French Quarter. It's been 2 years since we last made a video of this trip, and there have been quite a few changes. But let me start with a little history on this ferry that connects the two oldest neighborhoods in the city. Regular ferry service has operated here since 1827, and although the location of the ferry landings have changed a little bit, that service has been pretty consistent. The current ferry terminals were built in the late 1970s, and at the time, two large car carriers, the Captain Neville Levy and the Senator Alvin T. Stump, and a smaller pedestrian-only boat, the Colonel Frank X. Armiger, were built and put into service. We've ridden the Armiger across on the two previous videos that I made here. Some older ferries dating back to the 1930s were also modified to work with the new terminals at the time. At times, especially during the 1984 World's Fair, there were 3 boats operating at one time with service every 10 minutes. At the time, the ferries were operated by the Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development. When tolls were removed from the Crescent City Connection Bridge in 2011, tolls that were illegally misappropriated to subsidize the ferry service, money started to run out. The New Orleans Regional Transit Authority took over ferry operations, and in 2014, the formerly free ferry began charging $2 per passenger each way to cross the river, and the car carrier service was cut. This decreased ridership to 1/3 of what it was before they started charging the tolls. As far back as 2015, the city began planning to give the riverfront a makeover, which included bringing the old abandoned ITM building back into commerce, renovating the Spanish Plaza, and replacing the ferry terminal at the foot of Canal Street. In January of 2017, RTA contracted with a Louisiana company to build 2 new catamaran-style ferries to replace the aging boats at Canal Street. The boats were to be delivered by March of 2018. However, the deadline wasn't met. By May of 2018, the boats were ready for Coast Guard inspection, but there were a number of design flaws that caused them to fail inspection. In July of 2018, one of the boats began test runs on the river, but more flaws were discovered. And this went on for another 2.5 years, with 2 brand new boats in and out of dry dock, failing inspection and being modified over and over again. Meanwhile, in 2019, the Armiger, which had been running back and forth between Algiers and Canal Street this whole time, suffered some mechanical failures that put the ferry completely out of service for months. Businesses in Algiers Point suffered, and residents of the point that worked in the city suffered. This was finally remedied in early 2020, and a pandemic came along and screwed everything up again. Ferry service was limited, some of the restaurants in the point went out of business, and we entered a dark period that was originally only supposed to last a few weeks. Towards the end of 2020, restrictions were eased, and finally on October 11th, one of the new boats made its debut trip across the river carrying passengers for the first time. As of December 16th, just a few days ago, the second boat was put into service. Creatively named RTA I and RTA II, these new ferries are more fuel efficient and cost a lot less to operate. We're going to board RTA II and take our first trip across the river on this new modern boat. God, I didn't realize that this was like all indoors and climate controlled.
This is nice.
Yeah.
It's like we've entered the 21st.
Oh wow, they painted the Armiger in the RTA colors, Labmar. I don't think that boat had been painted since the 70s.
Really?
It always had the red stripe. They even got a little, oh, it's a TV.
Yeah.
I bet it doesn't do anything but
Sit there.
I bet you it plays public service announcements.
Probably.
Now the trip across the river should only be about 3 minutes. This thing's going to handle kind of like a bus as opposed to a aircraft carrier.
Yeah, this is really quick.
Yeah, and it's much more maneuverable. The old boats couldn't make turns like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. exit at the rear. Thank you. Huh? Oh, look, there's a bunch of, oh, there's an outdoor deck upstairs.
Oh! Well, we'll do that on the way back.
See, they didn't have the stairs up into there blocked off. Oh, but they got the gates closed up there. Is that piped in or is that live? So yeah, that's where the bridge over the railroad tracks. That's actually a street performer on the corner right there. Let's go look at the Spanish Plaza. They even got the door to the ferry landing closed. Oh, and the plaza's open. The newly renovated Spanish Plaza is finally open again, although what used to be Lafitte's Landing restaurant still isn't finished. The bar had a window that opened right outside the exit of the ferry landing, so you could pick up a beer or a cocktail as soon as you got your feet on the ground. This fountain, installed in the mid-1970s along with the plaza, has been completely replaced. There used to be a wide walkway around it, and you could sit on the benches around the edge and look at the fountain. Not sure why else you'd sit down there. But now the benches are completely inaccessible. You used to be able to walk all the way around it, and you could sit on the little benches around the edges. train tracks used to be closer to here, or that there was like multiple tracks.
He's trying to die. That's an outlaw's life.
Huh? Yeah, it's one person, looks like.
He's trying to die. Outlaw. I'm only passing by. He's trying to die.
Two people.
You guys are listening to the sounds of Angelica Matthews and the Wolf. You guys make sure you subscribe to the webpage at House Entertainment. That's how we get down, baby, in the 504. You guys make sure you support live entertainers all over this city. That's how we get down. Just like babies come from Toro, thank you. Musicians come from New Orleans.
Yep. I don't know. Maybe they're giving something away. I don't know. I mean, it's one of those places that kind of has limited clientele just because of the cost of everything. It's one of those places that has very limited clientele because of the cost of everything. Somebody's drunk early in the day. I think she's lost. Illinois plates. For what?
One last night because she couldn't eat any of it.
Oh, the DoorDash? Oh, yeah. What, she ordered at work?
That'd be fun.
Tower Records.
Hey, yeah.
I think.
A pro store.
Huh.
Bigger than one.
H&M. I thought that was a music store. H&M. I thought H&M was a music store.
H&M is a place that has really clothes, but they're good.
What was that music store we used to go to in Baton Rouge? What was that music store we used to go to in Baton Rouge?
FYE.
Oh, okay. I knew it was letters. Let's cross. Hurry, hurry, hurry. That was stopping for us.
Can't believe it.
I almost never walk on this side of the street. I almost never walk on this side of the street.
I know, me neither. I feel like I'm violating something.
Well, nobody lives here.
Even though
It's just more congested. And it's, you know, there's all kind of obstacles. You got fire hydrants and parking meters and supports for the balconies and lamp posts.
Some of you don't believe I'm really a mime. I can tell right now. You don't believe it. I really am a mime. Care about mime issues. You guys seen the front page? It's all mimes in Mexico. Claim the wall was actually built. I don't care what side of the fence you're on. That shit's funny. Because it's still a fence. 3 days ago, that joke's not funny at all. So laugh where you can. You guys are a little bit nervous to laugh. We're going to break that down, right? We're going to have a good time here.
I'm glad you guys.
Talking about his college. I was like, that guy was done with his college like 60 years ago.
It's actually going to be at the end of this block.
What?
It's going to be at the end of this block.
Yeah, I think so. Or it might be the next one.
No, this is 800. There used to be something here. I wonder what was there. I wonder how that car got back there. There must be like a garage. Oh no, you know what? That's that hotel or whatever it is with the big arched entrance that you can drive into. And that's just a house.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's one business in from this corner.
Yeah. I just thought you said it was directly behind the cathedral.
What?
I thought you said it was directly, you know, at the back end of the cathedral.
That's what their thing said. On their book.
Oh, right on the corner.
Yep. Alright, let's go.
Across the street up here.
Right here, got the feeling, got the top that flow. I see when she got the bucket hat, I like that, yo. Right here, we got the feeling, nice jacket, Tommy Hill. This is off in the back, gotta check that steel. Bringing it on, we got to feel it in the place to be. I'm just killing this instrumental vibe. Jay-Z, right here, feeling it, just we out here live. New York is in the building, you can put it in the sky. Right here, man, I'm just making it clear. If I had a drink in my hand, I'd get cheers. Right there. To feel that flow. New York is in the middle, Harlem world, let's go. Right here, man, you got to feel that vibe. I got an album coming real soon, you can cop that one, guy. Right there, we're bringing this back cool. I see my people across the street, this and listening to. We on Decatur Street, down in New Orleans. I helped you with that, I'm bringing it back, it's all sweet. Right there, just bringing it on. This is all freestyle when I'm on this microphone. Right here, it's cool. My brother got the camera, walking with his friend. How you do? We're talking actions. You're right there. She got her hands up in the air. And if y'all feeling the vibe, y'all can tip me right there. I got the bucket if you want to drop something in. She got the DD shirt with the pants. I see you matches. Feel the flow one time. This is all freestyle.
That actually is common.
Yeah.
We got the feeling it's cool. I like them golden shell frames that you're wearing it too. Thank you. Right back. Feel the flow. New York, Harlem world, let's go. Thank you. It's right back. We got the feeling and it just don't stop. Shout out to my people, no Decatur, that's the block. Look at that.